What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of This Week at Notarize. OG episode guest, episode 1.
Oh, gee, we're like 4 or 5 weeks in.
By the time people watch this, we might have done like 7 episodes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so OG in a sense that we're back. So this week we're going to be talking about a new industry standard that was published by MISMO. And so first, before we talk about what the standard is, Pat, tell everybody what is MISMO? Who are they?
MISMO is the Mortgage Industry Standard Maintenance Organization, which means that it's the technology arm of the Mortgage Bankers Association. So they help set standards so that the lenders, the secondary market, can build systems that actually talk to each other, which is incredibly important for the execution of sale of mortgages in America.
And so recently they just announced a set of requirements for remote online notarization. Can you tell everybody what are those requirements, or like why they're important, and kind of just like, did you see this day coming for us as a company like 4 years ago, setting out to disrupt this behemoth of an industry and work with the people that are required to make it happen, and then today, or not today but recently, being able to say that this dream is now kind of coming to fruition?
Yeah, I mean, honest answer is hell no. I think it's a story that we tell on the progress side. We put out a lot of announcements, but when we first launched the company, there was a lot of reticence and questions about how to do this effectively. Would it be accepted, et cetera. And so we give the MBA, the Mortgage Bankers Association, the American Land Title Association, a ton of credit. They really brought people together over a many-year process to figure out how to do this effectively. And for us, there was a law passed in Virginia which we leveraged, and we built a product, and we thought it worked, properly. But really important issues: how do you validate someone's identity in an online transaction? And there's different forms of that: the actual photo identity, and then someone's it's called knowledge-based authentication. How you do it on different devices? What happens in scenarios where it fails and a mortgage has to close? And so it's an organization that's been around a long time. They've solved a lot of issues, and they've really created a forum, for us in the industry to hash this out. So we give them a lot of credit, and it's an incredible development for us and for the industry at large.
Why is this standard so important?
Yeah, so when a mortgage gets executed, without getting too into the weeds, people don't know where it's going to go. And so it may be sold to Fannie Mae, it may be sold to Freddie Mac, it may be sold to JP Morgan Chase. It may be funded by different people, so a lot of folks don't know or appreciate it, but a lot of mortgage lenders actually borrow money from other people in order to fund and finance the mortgage, and then they sell it, and so there are systems that these lenders and the rest of the market rely upon, and then there are data standards, and then in addition to that, there's obviously a lot of risk in a real estate transaction. And so people have come together to really work through the technical issues to ensure, safe, secure, effective mortgage transactions in digital context. And so it's super important.
So now that there are a set of requirements that are best practices for anybody who is looking to adopt remote online notarization, what does this do for a company like us who we're leading the charge in the space? We're helping a lot of these lenders in particular redefine what it means to use technology to improve the borrower experience. How much of the market does this now, leading question, open up for us?
Basically all of it,
yeah.
And we can move a lot faster now. So some really difficult, challenges. So we actually were one of the chairs of this committee, alongside First American and some others, we committed, I think, 3 or 4 people on the product team, countless engineers. I think we attended sort of in total more than 100 meetings on this subject. And so now that this is resolved, it allows the title underwriters to say that they'll insure transactions so long as they conform. It allows the secondary market to build systems that, without having to sort of reinvent the wheel. And so we as a company, this just really allows us to move a lot faster, and we're super excited.
So you got here, episode 1. We've already established OG guest, talking about our first $1 billion month in terms of real estate transactions. This year, it feels like it's just kind of this snowballing effect of everything starting to come together in terms of not only what we're doing as a company, but how the industry is reacting to embracing this technology. Can you just talk about I know we talked obviously what it's been like last 4 years, but this year in particular kind of feels like we're getting to that catalyst moment of really 2020 taking off, where everyone just views this as the norm and no one has to question really its legality or the adoption. Are people actually using it? And it's more, how do we go about doing this?
Yeah, I mean, Liz talked about this when she was on the show, but trying to deliver exceptional service. For us right now, that's where we're laser focused. So how do every signer that comes through the platform have a really repeatable, consistent experience? How can our customers rely upon us at scale? And so we're constantly taking on more volume and dealing with the implications and getting better and better on our end as we do this.
Cool. So where should people go if they want to learn more about this or what we do? Maybe, I think probably the best bet is to head over to our blog. We're going to publish a blog post. By the time you've seen this, we've already have on these standards or these requirements, what they mean for us, what they mean for the mortgage industry in particular. Dive into that. You can let us know. Ryan at Notarize.com, Pat at Notarize.com. We're giving out emails on the show now. Yeah. Pretty aggressive.
People are pretty good at guessing mine anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, but until next time, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.